$5 billion minted by stablecoin giant Tether, which usually means a liquidity pump just in time for all the newbie lettuce hands to panic sell out of the market. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea, hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's Matty B. That is. $5 billion minted by stablecoin giant Tether, which usually means a liquidity pump just in time for all the newbie lettuce hands to panic sell out of the market. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea, hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's Matty B. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing. All the humble opinion of this piano. Zamboni ringing the... The FOMO index, well, she's dropped down to 75 from yesterday's 79. Bitcoin dominance, 57.3%. 24-hour volumes, 213 billion. The overall market cap, 3.23 give or take 100 million. Well, when the bears rain, the bears pour, and this difference seems to be subsiding. Yesterday, the bears continued convincing lettuce-handed noobs to dump their life-changing Bitcoin positions into taxable, worthless fiat, minting a new army of next-gen traders who have unwittingly sidelined themselves back into the central banking gulags, but you can't save them all. And although we did have a little bit of recovery, pumping up to the 61.8% FIM, peaking out at 94.9. Price action was insta rejected back down, crashing through our old channel of eternal monotony's resistance, now acting as support, finding a bottom and a bounce at 90.8, and has recovered back up to time out production 93.6, carving out this cute little bear flag. And the price probability of this pattern is, and sing it with me now. Oh, you take the pole, you slide it all, the breakout point, and then we're all at 83.5-ish. That would be rough. But as rough as it would be, it's not as rough as it has historically been. Any of us who lived through the last bull run are well aware, and we have the PTSD therapy bills to prove it, that there are pullbacks of up to 30%, multiple actually. 6 to be specific. So if, and I say if, that cute little bear flag plays out to 83.5, that will still only be a 15% drawdown from our local top. It's still a difference when compared to the last bull runs. 30% dips, and just as a little old-fashioned exposure therapy exercise, where would a 30% dip that sits at the adult table on Thanksgiving and not the 15% dips that are at the kids' table? Well, that would be way down at 69.5-ish. Suffering. Shakatage. Now over on the ding dong. You can see we did carve out a little bit of a spinning top candle, a candle of market indecision and momentum fatigue. When we see a candle like this at the bottom of a downtrend, it increases the probabilities of a possible reversal taking place, and maybe, just maybe, the dump is over. And now if I say if the dump is over, we don't see that bear flag play out, and we head back up due to the tether liquidity injection, I wouldn't be surprised to first see us hit the 38.2% fib, up at 95.2-ish, and if she's so darn tootin', we maybe even reconvene with the 23.6% fib at 96.5-ish. Alas, we are still early in this bull run. There's a lot more runway in front of us, and there will be more dips. But your bags are packed, and as long as you don't panic, as long as you buckle up and watch the fireworks, as long as you don't try to outsmart the market, you, my friends, will be on the receiving end of a machine that transfers wealth from the impatient to the patient. In case you're wondering, that's you. And would you look at that, my friend? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day none of us are guaranteed. We're not guaranteed these days. Yeah, we're lucky enough to have them anyway, so get out there and knock them dead. And remember, we're playing the same games our psychopathic elected leads. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee, join me for a quick one, and by all means, sing it with me now. I'll run the banks of boom to spang, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa, cha cha cha, ching.
Hitting that button now. Now I have to actually manually hit the button because it won't switch. Unbelievable. Pianomattyb, 30% dump. What are you talking about? Are you crazy? What are you trying to rain on all our parades? No. I don't want a 30% dip. I think it would make me kind of perturbed. How perturbed? I don't know. Kind of. It would be along the lines of when you get your bottle of mustard and you go to squeeze it and water comes out instead of mustard. That's how ticked off I'd be on a 30% downturn. But at the same time, if you have a little dry powder ready, that might be your last chance to get in at a decent price before the old bull market gets away. Now, some of the things that I feel like I've missed that I wasn't prepared for. I didn't even, yes, it's the funny thing about Bitcoin and investing is that you don't know what you don't know. It's not what you don't know. It's what you don't know you don't know. And I think what I missed this bull market was the concept of corporate Bitcoin strategic reserve game theory. I didn't see it. I didn't see it happening. I didn't even really know that it was a thing, to tell you the truth. I knew that there was a guy named Michael Saylor in Bitcoin and MicroStrategy kind of doing it, but it really wasn't on the radar of a strategic play moving into the bull market. Saylor won't let it drop 30%. sent e-money. But now it's the thing that I miss the most because I feel like it is closest to FOMO, retail FOMO that we might see. Now, we, of course, will see some retail FOMO. Will it be as much as the last bull run? Maybe not. Was last bull run as much as the one before? Kind of. I think like 2020-21 might be known as the retail FOMO bull run. This one, it's easy to say now. Well, when retail isn't around right now, it's easy to say that they won't come back, but it's human psychology to see price go up and immediately get FOMO. It's actually one of the more bizarre things I've ever witnessed in my life is price go up, FOMO. Price go down, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I just saw the price go down. Don't even look at me that way with the price going down like that. You let me know when the price is skyrocketing, and then I'm going to get in. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre, but it's funny to see. Tex-Mex Biomex, thank you for becoming or staying a member for 4 months. You don't know what you don't know is a priceless lesson to learn. Yeah, it's the funny thing about skill building as well, that the more skill you get and the more you deep dive you do into anything, the more you realize you don't know. It's kind of, now I don't know the term is axiomatic, but it's the more you learn, the more you know you don't know anything, which is bizarre because you think that as you learn stuff and you skill yourself up, you're going to get closer to that brass ring of completion, but it isn't. I learned that lesson in piano all the time. That's why I'm still playing pianos, because it's a humbling little so-and-so, because as you hit levels where you think you've become better than you were, but all you've really become is more aware of what you don't know. It's frustrating, but that's why we're in Bitcoin, and investing, because it's not easy. And if it was easy, everyone would do it. That's why we're still so goddamn early when it comes to Bitcoin, because there's nobody's really taking it that seriously. Now, if we were collectively as a community, when we do our due diligence on our feeds and our social medias and our what have you, our algorithms are basically geared towards giving us kind of affirming words when it comes to where we are in the market. My X feed is just filled with people on desks and news desks and legacy shots of people commenting on Bitcoin. Yeah, you know what? It seems like it's a smart thing. That was never there. That's not on Normie's X feeds. That's not on Normie's YouTube For You pages, if that's what it's called, or TikTok's For You pages. They're not seeing that. We are, because we're in a little bit of a echo chamber of sorts. That's what social media is there to do, keep us slavishly scrolling our Plato's digital wall. Okay, yeah. Sneaky Beat Vapor is the only thing I am certain of is my own lack of knowledge. Yeah, that's why constantly learning things is a very humbling experience, because as you do peak out on certain skill levels, you realize that you're at the bottom of the next one, and then nothing more apparent than piano. And also investing in economics. I mean, think about where you were before Bitcoin. This is why it's so wild, and I get excited for. There's some people in my life that are really aping into Bitcoin, but that's one thing. That's great. That's the shiny price number go up thing. But what's happening to them is that they are really starting to understand the fundamentals of investing in time horizons. Because it's an evolution for noobs, when they get into investing, because initially they want number go up, right? Well, what have you done for me lately? When am I going to double? When am I going to 10x, right? And that's maybe what people think is going to happen. Of course, that's not what does happen. But over cycles, you realize it is what happens. If you just maintain your long time horizon or your low time horizon, you will see those gains. And it's almost just pack your bags, like whenever there's a dump. And listen, this is a 10% dump, not even a 10% dump. We all know it's a dump for ants. We know that. However, there are some people that I know that are noobs into the market, and the sky's falling for them. And I get why you see a lot of articles when there is like, who's selling, right? A lot of the news comes back with short-term holders, people that may have gotten in, yesterday to 6 months ago or 9 months ago. So you could tell that the negative feelings of losing their money, so to speak, unrealized, the pain would just been, it's not for me, I'm out of here. I get it. We've all kind of been there. It's too much pain. Not anymore, though. We are soulless. We're almost like Navy SEAL hodlers. 16K, perfect. Are you getting out? No, I'm just actually hoping it goes down a little lower. But I'm pretty happy. What will be the 16K? My prediction on the 16K for the next bear market will probably be around 100K. I think we may see it. It depends. Michael Norris says, drop 100%. I don't give a F. I'll buy it all. That's why it's pretty hard to for the next bear market to reach its depths, because it's a sophisticated retail market now. That's why there'll be a diminished return on FOMO, because Carl Elder with a super chat. He says, hit the likes, people. Hit it all day long. Hit the likes when you listen to this song. Lucy. Whoa. Always good to have Carl Elder back. I was just thinking today, Carl, that during the ebbs and flows of YouTube viewership, you forget some people that you don't see in a while. Because, as much as I like to think that I'm familiar with people that come and go through the feeds, after a couple of weeks, if I don't see a name, I kind of forget that, that they're not there anymore. And then when they come back, I'm like, holy smokes, Carl Elder, that's right. Yeah, I guess we didn't see you for a while there. So it's nice to have you back again, Carl. Are we having a little bit of what some legacy analysts call a pump? Can we call it a pump? Sure. It's starting to look like what some legacy analysts call a V-shaped recovery. Now, in order for me to sign off on speaking of people that I haven't seen in a while, Dave Digital, the goat, pianomattyb says it isn't so. We can never forget you. Don't forget me when I'm gone. My heart would break. That's a Canadian song. It was a hit in the 80s by Glass Tigre. And the only reason it was a hit, I think, is because it had Bryan Adams as a guest backup singer. So, which is weird, because he was a huge star there. And the song goes, don't forget me when I'm gone. And then Bryan Adams comes in, my heart would break, his horsey, his husky voice. Anyway, yes, what was I getting at? Oh, yeah, this is for me to sign off on a V-shaped recovery. And the market asks pianomattyb, can you sign off on a V-shaped recovery? I'm saying, well, let me tell you what I need to see. I need to see us get above our newly minted level of resistance. It was support. Now it would be resistance at 96.5. If we hit 96.5, the backup kid, member for 7 months, pianomattyb channel builder. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Will you stand above me? Come back to YouTube when no one's watching and the price goes down, down, down. Always fun to rework an 80s song. Backup kid, thank you for staying or becoming. I'm not sure what happens with this, with the signals here. A member. I did the quick math on being a member of this channel. It's 16 cents a video. Pretty good value, especially if you're watching Monday. And I said 91.5, and 24 hours later, it hit 91.5 for 16 cents. It's not bad. It's not a bad deal. It was Simple Minds, Bruce Mai. What happened to Simple Minds, actually? Did they... There's Duck. Yeah, no, there's still... That's what... They've done some... when they get back together and they do some classic rock. We have them in Canada all the time. They're called like classic rock festivals. Well, you see Glass Tiger and Simple Minds will probably be headlining it, even though they really only have one song. Anyway, in order for me to sign off, Reunion, that's where it is. In order for me to sign off on a V-shaped recovery, it's going to be 96.5. Now, why does that sound familiar, 96.5? Is that close to... Oh, yes, it's the 23.6% fib over on the Ding Dong. You can see that would... It doesn't really look like a V-shaped recovery on the daily chart, but over on the 4-hour, it will. It will be a sanctioned V-shaped recovery. If you look down at the, can you see that? No, you can't. Can you? I'm going to have to destroy this. Oh, we'll just go like that. How about that? You can see the MACD is crossing bullish again. That's always fun. It's a 4-hour chart. It's a noisy little so-and-so. No one really cares about that. But on the daily chart, we have the MACD crossing bullish or bearish. Now, if we historically look at what's happened with the MACD on the daily chart, can you work with me this way? We haven't had many huge Chris Forte with a super chat. He says, thanks for the work. Did you know the French word for work is travail? Don't know why that came to my mind. Oh, that's right, because in Canada we are, bilingual country. I don't really believe it. That doesn't feel like a bilingual country. I know a bunch of French people, but it's not like they sit there and speak French. Do we have French parts of town? Yeah, but every city has weird parts of town that aren't, English, what have you. What's up, buddy? How you doing today? Huh? How you doing? Good? Yeah, that's good. Well, what have you thought for playing for the good peeps today on a somewhat bullish day? It's a little bit of a recover day. See that green candle, Duke? Let me show you something. See this green candle here? That's what we call a little bit of a recovery. Now, I don't want to jinx it. Because it's still early and the market hasn't opened. And we all know what happens when the market opens. Holy smokes. What are you going to play for everybody there, Duck?
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Yes, it's two. Can be as bad as one. Since the loneliest number is the number. Since the loneliest number is the number. experience you'll ever know. 'Cause one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. One is the loneliest number, even worse than two. It's just no good anymore since you went away. Well, I spend my time making rhymes of yesterday. One is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
I thought you were going to go into that part where then I go number.
I forgot.
You forgot. Hey, let's do astrology for men. One quick round before we.
Let's do some doodles, let's do some doodles, aka astrology for men. Let's do some doodles, aka astrology for men. I saw a cup and handle pattern. I saw up and shoulders in the sky. I'm looking at the moving average convergence, divergence, the
Matty.
whatever that means. Let's do doodles, aka astrology for men. Let's do some doodles, aka astrology for men.
Oh, those kooky little lines. Good job, buddy. You know what I'm impressed about that song, Duke, is that I probably showed you one real quick, hey, you should learn this song. It's called Astrology for Men. And I showed it to you, and you learned it all in maybe like 5 minutes. It's quite impressive.
Make sure you like and subscribe and share